Hello once again, my friends, and welcome back to me parlour. So good of you to join me once again, and you're just in time for me to open up another letter and see what you all have to say for this time. Oh my, looks like you've been busy. We've got quite a sizable letter this time. Thank you all so very much for the response. I really appreciate it. Let's start off. Dear Cosplay. Oh, that's a lovely name. I like that. Hello, Undertaker. Hello. I know that you love jokes, but here's a riddle instead. Oh, I love riddles too. They're very interesting. Let's see what you have for me here. I never was, am always to be. No one ever saw me, nor ever will. And yet I am the confidence of all who live and breathe. What am I? I don't know. What are you? Tomorrow. Say, that's pretty profound. I like that. I may just have to use that one in the future. Very well done. I love that riddle. Thank you very much, dear Cosplay. Moving on, Brenda says, very funny. Love to see your face if at all possible. Well, I appreciate you wanting to see my face, Brenda, but trust me, you're not missing anything when it comes to me mug here. Nothing interesting whatsoever, just an old man's face. Robert says, fantastically, Undertaker. You do the character very well. Look forward to seeing more. Well, hopefully, so long as I keep getting responses, I'll keep being able to answer them. Thank you very much, Robert, for that. I greatly appreciate that. Burrito Girl 13. Oh, hello again. I remember you. Amazing as usual, Undertaker. Sorry I don't have any good jokes to tell you right now. Keep up the great work. I love these videos. Well, I'm glad you love the work, and don't worry about not sending me a joke this time. I just love hearing from you. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Queen of Obscure Pairings. Oh, hello again, Your Majesty. So good to hear from you again. Undertaker, are you an animal person? Well, I suppose so. I'm interested in humans, right? Humans are animals, so I guess that counts, right? If not, we'll keep going here. Second, which do you prefer, mice or rats? Just so you know, rats and mice are very intelligent and devious little creatures. They would fit quite well in your little parlour of horrors. Well, I don't like to think that me parlour is very horrific, if anything. I mean, it's me job, so I'm quite used to it. Others might find it a little bit scary, but I like it. As far as mice or rats go, if I have to choose, I think I would have to go with rats. I've had a few more experiences with them than mice, and mice are a little bit more destructive. Rats, while mischievous, are very loving creatures, so I think if I ever did get myself a pet someday, I think it might just have to be a rat. What do you think? Do rats suit me? I think so. Thank you very much, Your Majesty, for that wonderful series of questions. I greatly appreciate that. Brandy has a series of questions all of her own. Awesome video. Thank you. Here are some questions of my own. All right. How is a raven like a writing desk? Edgar Allan Poe has written on both of them. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. Do you like apples being a shinigami? They're alright. I mean, I quite like me biscuits, but if I have to have an apple once in a while, apples are okay. Being deaf, how many presents has life given you? Well, I haven't been around life in quite some time, you know, being surrounded in death like I have. But life used to send me presents all the time. And I'll tell you what, every single one they sent me, I've kept forever. Thank you very much for that thoughtful question. Sebastian wants to know how long it takes for a body to succumb to death on a cellular level. Oh, we're getting scientific now, aren't we? Well, if you want to get down to bare bones, see what I did there? I'd say it would take a few hours. So depending on their weight and a few other factors, I'd say about 3 hours, give or take. So there's your answer, Mr. Sebastian, 3 hours. If you answer all of these, CL may turn around and make you some Earl Grey shortbread biscuits. I did enjoy those the last time, and I can't wait to have another batch. You're on, young lord. I've answered all the questions. I'll be waiting for me biscuits. Thank you again, Brandy, for those wonderful questions. Sharessa asks, what would a Reaper want for Christmas, or just as a gift in general? Well, Sharessa, if you ask any Reaper nowadays, they would love to have another day off. They only get one a year, and it's really difficult to do things in that one day. So any Reaper out there nowadays would definitely want another day off. There's your answer there. And finally, a fox. I wonder if it's the same fox that asked about the oranges last time. Anyway, hello sir, or madam, whoever you may be. Do you have any fans? Do you suppose they dress like you and imitate you? You know, I don't know. I wouldn't think that I'm interesting enough to have many fans, much less ones who want to dress up like me and imitate me. So I'm just going to throw it out there and say probably not. I'm a rather boring old man, don't do a whole lot, keep to myself. So I highly doubt there's a legion of Undertaker fans out there who dress like me and pretend to be me and all that wonderful stuff. If so, it's a charming thought to entertain. So I suppose we'll just have to see. Well, thank you very much for all your questions. I greatly appreciate them, and I can't wait to hear from you again. So until we meet again, remember, it's a tough time for a lot of people this year, so treat others as you would want to be treated. That's why they call it the Golden Rule, after all. Ta-ta!